Hey guys, what's going on? Cody here. I hope you guys are having a great day. I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I find very important when it comes to looking at a health, nutrition, fitness based program and why so many people fail. See, the thing is when you're talking about lifestyle changes, habit changes, daily routine changes, when it comes down to it, if it's not convenient and it doesn't fit into your lifestyle or it's not easily accessible in your lifestyle, the chances are you're not going to be able to adhere to that and you're not going to be able to make progress within that style of program. So if it's set up in a way that it's inconvenient to find your workouts or know what you're doing at the gym, or your nutrition plans are all over the place, there's not a set path, there's not detailed and structure to what it is that you're trying to do, then all of those factors are going to play into how successful you're going to actually be in obtaining progress, whether that's muscle gain or weight loss or somewhere in between there. And so what we need to look at is how can we utilize technology, how can we use programs to our favor and set things up in a way that is easily manageable, easily obtainable, to be able to get on track, have a plan, have structure, and not have to spend so much time thinking outside the box about what it is that you're doing day to day. And that's what I focused on when I started developing my coaching platform of Cody Fitness. And so where I'm at with that is I have a app-based program that I'm going to go into right here in just a moment that takes all of those pieces that I just talked about and puts it all together in one single location that you have access to at a click of a button. And with that, you'll be able to manage your daily routine, your everything that you need essentially to be able to stay on track and easily go through a fitness health program to get from point A to point B with minimizing stress. And so that's what we're going to look at right now. It should be right over here for you. For me, I'm going to be going through it right here on the phone. This is my own actual web portal. This is my own side of the app that I use to keep track of my daily nutrition and my training programs. I like the convenience of it so much that I make my own programs for myself right here, and that's kind of what we're going to look at right now. And so I want to take you into the most important features of this that make it so convenient, to make it very easy for you to start a new journey, start a new chapter, take that dive, that step forward into reaching and obtaining something different, something you haven't had before. So we're going to look at this. I'm going to talk about why it's such a great platform, and hopefully it can be beneficial to you moving into the future. So right here's the main screen. This is kind of the dashboard, the home screen, however you want to look at it. We've got a variety of buttons there of different components or different areas of the app that we can dive into. But the first thing on the top left-hand corner you see is the hub. We're just going to click on that real quick. We're going to dive in and talk about some of the things that are in here. At the very top, you can see you can connect your other devices like your Fitbit, your Apple Watch, your MyFitnessPal even. You can connect all of those things directly to my Cody Fitness app program. And what that does is it just imports all of your other data, like your steps and your calories burned in the day and your sleep, and it can put it all into one location that I can view on my end as your coach on my side of the program, to be able to see what your day, what your routine look like, how active are you, how many calories are you burning. And those are ways that I can take data and incorporate it into your plan to make sure that you are getting the means that you need in terms of nutrition and training and cardio to get you to where you're trying to go with your your fitness goals. They're not required, but they're a cool feature that can go into this. Now, if we go down a little bit further, the next part of this hub, which I think is very cool and convenient, is it gives you today's schedule. Like literally right now, today, what needs to happen. And granted, mine has a lot more things in it because I use my portal to test things and import things, different programs. I can view on the client side to know what they look like and how they're working. So I have kind of a little bit more than what yours is going to look like. But if we just scroll down into here to today's schedule, we see I need to complete day one of the male muscle gain program, which is a program that I've created for myself. I need to update a progress photo, and I need to update my measurements. And that's more likely just those first three things of what most people are going to see. And so you can go into each of those components directly from this spot, and you can just view everything that's right there in front of you in terms of what you need to complete. And like I said, mine's got a whole bunch of other things in front from other programs that I've imported into my portal that it thinks that I need to complete. However, it's mostly going to look like what you see on your screen right now, which is kind of just 3 things at most. And so from here, what we're going to do is we're going to click that box in the bottom right hand corner. That always kind of resets you to the home screen. And now what we're going to look at is we're going to go into where the program section is. Now the program, the way it's labeled on here, is essentially your training program, right? It's everything that goes into your training, whether that be cardio and abs and your workouts. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on that program button right there in the middle. And we're going to see that this is the program that I have been assigned, right? It's the program that I've created for myself. This is where you'll view your program. You click on that. And then it's going to give you kind of an overview of that program. This is a 4-week phase, and it has not been started yet. I just assigned this to myself. So we're just going to click the start program in the top. And now we're going to see that it's got 28 days, 4 weeks. And we're going to start right here on week 1. It views all the weeks there, 1 through 4. We're just going to click on week 1, and that's going to get us into the individual days. Day 1 for me always starts on a Monday. So on Monday, which would be, the upcoming Monday, we've got the workout, we've got an update of a measurement and a progress photo that we need to upload. And then as you can see, day 2, day 3, 4, all the way through the end of the week. Everything laid out in front of you. There's never any questions about what you should be doing on what day. You can pop this right open and know what you need to do when you get to the gym. You'll click on that green button that had your workout, and we'll say, we'll go ahead and start this session. We'll just click start. And then we get into the actual workout itself. And again, everything's laid out for you in detail to where you don't have to think about it. It's right there, okay? Everything's listed for you in terms of time and sets and reps. And you can go in and, for 15 reps, of course, I don't want this to be in kilograms, so I'll just tap on that. And I track weight in pounds, where we're at. So I just, I did 185 pounds, or not 1,000, but 185. I'll enter that, and I'll just check that box at the end to designate that I completed that set. I'll go through my workout, enter everything in right here, check them off as I go. We'll move our way through, get to an exercise, say here, I don't know what that exercise is. Maybe you're new to the gym. Maybe you're not familiar with the name of an exercise. Just click on the image. It'll open right up a video. It'll have some explanations about what the exercise is, muscles that it targets. There's a description there at the bottom, but you can just click the play button and you have a video demonstration of exactly how to complete that. So you don't have to be nervous going into the gym about what do I do and how do I do it, what machine is what and what exercise is this. It's right there for you to use, right? So you'll also notice that the rest periods are timed, and those are pretty important to try to stick to. They're prescribed in a way to kind of get you in and out of the gym as well as get the most out of your program. And so to not have to even leave the app, you can click that little stopwatch timer looking button in the bottom left hand corner. That's going to open up an in-app timer. And since our rest period there was 1 minute, I'll just click over here on the minute, 1, and press start. And then I'll hang out, I'll catch some water, I'll rest in between my sets. When the timer goes off, I'm ready to start my next one, right? So that's another cool feature that goes into the program. You'll move all the way through all of your exercises, and when you're done, you'll just hit finish. And that's your workout. Very easy to follow. Everything you need is right there in front of you. You can add some notes to yourself, in which I get those as well in the feedback section there. If something came up or you had to cut something short or you had to skip an exercise, you can put that in there so we know what's going on. We can keep track of it. But anyways, we'll just click finish, and that way I can take you to the next segment of the app, which it's going to ask for you to review. We'll worry about that later. So that's kind of your program overview in a nutshell, right? And so we've got weeks 1, 2, 3, 4 there at the top. We can kind of navigate through, but we're going to click on the 3-button box here at the bottom. Some know as a waffle menu. We'll click on that to get us back to our dashboard, our home screen. And then the other very important piece to the app, there's so much more that goes into it, but I want to just cover the most important parts, and that is the nutrition side. So we're going to just click that nutrition tab on the top. and we're gonna go into your nutrition plan. Now for me, I have 3 different plans because I'm kind of following a high, medium, low in terms of how it's set up around my training and what my goals are right now. And so we'll dive into those in just a moment, but I want you to notice there at the very top of this screen, if we scroll across the top, and you can probably see it bouncing there, we have a shopping list. Again, convenience, convenience, convenience. It makes following a program easy. We click on this and it auto generates every food item that is built into those 3 meal plans that I have, generates into this one section of all of the foods. So when I go to the grocery store and I go to do my shopping for my program, I just open this up and the grocery list is made for me. It's done, right? And as I move through the store and I get the items, I just click those little bubbles there to the side, and boom, I mark things off as I go until I have everything on my list, and then I'm good. I have everything I need for the week, and then you can go and prep your meals, cook in bulk, however you need to do it. And again, that way you can stay on track. It's another very simplified way of making sure that you're prepared, because being prepared is how you're going to get the most progress, the most success when you're trying to make lifestyle changes, transform your body, and do something that you haven't already done before. So that's a really cool feature that I wanted to make sure that you guys got to see. But we're just going to go back there at the very top and click nutrition. And when we do so, we come back to our 3 meal plans. And now we're just gonna go in and take a peek at my high meal plan so you get a view of what it actually looks like. When we open it up, again, it's in very, very detailed format, everything laid out for you in terms of your meals, when they should take place in the day, etc. So we're just gonna kind of look at this real quick. We see for breakfast here, I've got my food items listed out. Directly underneath each item, kind of in the darker gray color that you should see over there, is the actual serving size. So when you're preparing your meal, you just take a peek at that, you open your app, and you know, hey, I need this many servings of egg whites, I need 1.5 serving of dry oats, and you build your meal. And so as long as you've completed that meal at those portions, then you succeeded in just one very small step of what your daily routine looks like in terms of consuming the right amount of nutrition and calories. So we just kind of scroll through here. You can see the different meals that I have. Again, this is very individually based, individually dependent on what you need. We'll look at the fact that, we built in, I usually build in a pre-workout meal that's very, to be consumed prior to training, intra-workout, if you have intra-workout calories to be consumed, your post-workout calories and nutrition, all the way through to the very end, right? So everything is, again, right there for you. And again, you can look at each of those different plans. Sometimes it'll be 2 plans, sometimes people have 3. Again, this is a very individual segment of the app itself. But we go back here, and again, from there we can navigate to anything, or again, very easily go into the hub where you kind of have at a glance everything that you need to know for the day. So when we look at wanting to start something new, it's overwhelming, right? It's nerve-wracking. It's like, what do I do? How do I do it? How am I going to get there? It seems like a lot of work, and I understand that. And so that's why when I started looking at my coaching platform and what I could do to help individuals get through that process as easy as possible, this is where we're at, right? This is how you take and use technology to your advantage to have everything in one location. That's so easy to use. It's user friendly. We can communicate through the app. Your progress photos go in the app. Everything is right there in one spot. And so we're not looking all over the place for papers and keeping track of documents and forms. We open our app and we know what we need to do for the day. And that keeps people on track. It keeps the accountability factor, because I get to see on my end everything that you're completing. I know that you've gone and done your training. I know how much weight you've lifted. I know you're getting your nutrition in. And if there's something that needs to be adjusted, that's what I can do on my end. And so I want to be clear about how this is different from other fitness apps that you can just download and use. Is those apps just use a robot function to kind of calculate based on your height and your weight and your activity level what you should or shouldn't have. It just auto generates something generic. That is not this, okay? I am on the other end of this thing, keeping an eye on you, making sure you're getting things done, adjusting things for you, assigning the appropriate nutrition training plans, cardio, supplementation, etc. So I take care of the hard work, the confusing work, and put it into a location where you can jump in and get going and not have to think about what it is. You just put in the work in the gym, make sure you're eating right, and then we see where your progress goes and we adjust as needed. So that's what I wanted to cover with you guys today. I hope that it was informative for you. I hope you kind of get an understanding of where I'm at with this program and how it's benefited so many people, so many different clients that I've worked with, the ease of use. And that's why I wanted to make this video for you guys today, so that you could see kind of in more detail what it looks like when you jump into a Cody Acre Fitness program and how you can make it so simple and so easy. Although not everything's easy, trust me, you still got to put the work in. But in terms of convenience, being able to stick to a plan, this is what helps you do that. So again, thank you guys so much for jumping in and watching this video. I appreciate your support. And if you're interested in any way at all, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you. So thank you all. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.